Welcome, football fans, to the birthplace of America, the city of brotherly love. The place where you'll find the best cheesesteak made in this country and some of the best football played inside of Lincoln Financial Field. Up next, a contest that keeps things all in the NFC between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Jake Elliott taking on Philadelphia.
Jake Elliott is out and ready to kick this one away. And away we go at the link. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Mustang 19.
Throwing on their first play. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They'll get 16 yards on that play. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Deputy! Hawk 70, Hawk Panther 11, Panther 11. Cup 19, 18, Pioneer. 79 Broncos. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Here's Milton, 1st and 10. It is Cup, left side. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves. Warriors 70. Go.
Out of the gun, it's Milton. It's his running back. He's got it in the red zone. And he can't get the touchdown, Brock, but plenty of yardage. He goes out down near the 10. That one naps him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
From the red zone on 1st. Catch is made in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Brings up 2nd and
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Buffalo 18. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready up.
Running for the first time with the Louisville Cardinal. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Cowboys take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Brown with a return here. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Yeah, they know what's up. 'Cause I never gave up. Diamonds on me, fight, Nick and Reese, Ike and Tina. Orange Richard Mille on me, dancing just like Bia.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. They run it with Saquon Barkley. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Brought down by Jalen Carter.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Hurts. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Give him 8 yards on the play. That'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down. We've set it downs from 37. On 1st down, Hurts. He's got a man left. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. That play good for 17 on a 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Hurts on 1st down. It's a screen to Barkley. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
I know coordinator quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Escapes the pocket. Down the field, he's got Lamb. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
1st down, a run with Barkley. Good little whip there. Looks like about 6. Jacorian Bennett there for the tackle.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll go down here at the 16. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
But looky here, you don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Whiteout's getting involved in the ground game. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
This was certainly a call mixed into the game plan this early to try and start the guessing game defensively. Just another wrinkle for that group to deal with.
Might be able to start their game with a score here, Brock. This is 1st and goal.
Great. Set.
Gonna run with Barkley. 3 yards on the gain. Now they just need 2 more on 2nd and goal.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal.
Great. Set. On anyone, hit.
One quarter down for these two NFC East teams. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to the link right after this. We're back and excited to start the second. Eagles in a nice spot to put up points. It's Barkley again. And he will not score. The defense gets him just before he can punch it in. He manages a couple, and they are right on the verge of it. 3rd and goal from the 1.
Now we get to a very interesting call on 3rd down. Kind of a crescendo to this drive. Can the defense rise up knowing there is no margin for error? Just a single yard to go.
Only need 1 more yard on this opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal. Hurts now from the gun. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. This one intended for the running back. And now it's decision time on 4th and goal. Well, he'd been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yep.
And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it. Hurts now on 4th. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything. And boy, did they ever attack it.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's the one back on the handoff. Well, I'm not seeing a signal for a safety, Brock, but he did not dodge it by much. That run just gets back to the line. That's a nice, quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
18 Cardinal.
Back-to-back carries here. And some nice running there gets him 8. 3rd down coming up. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
19 Tiger. 19. Check man.
Here he is on 3rd and short. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. Rick Woolen with the INT.
Wilkins pass. Intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down after a short gain.
We saw his guys pick up the blitz. He felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be pushed down up near that 40-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Move the chain! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Connects on the crosser. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
You know I love the language of football. Just the terminology that comes with it. It's a whole new language out there. But in many playbooks, Kate, that's called cross-country. It speaks for itself. You got to run from one spot all the way across the field. Those two did it very well.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, no luck on his first look of the game, so it'll be second down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Second down, Hurts throwing again. Left side into the hands of Dobbs. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First down throwing for Hurts. On the move, headed right. Oh, look at this, here he goes. And on first down, only gets about a yard here, and the defender there to force him out. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Hey, 73. Try to let Yanni. Hey.
Hurts to throw. Forced out to his right. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
That may not look like much, and on tomorrow's grade sheet, it'll just be an S for satisfactory, but that's a good decision. Nowhere to go with the ball, don't put it in harm's way.
Play number 8 of this drive, and it's 8 that they need here on third down. Here he goes, third and long. Hits him on the out route. And he needed a little more room to reach that line. The stop is made in time. That brings up fourth down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
So the field goal team stays sidelined. They're going to go for this. On fourth down, Hurts. And he makes the play at full extension. That's a touchdown. The Eagles parlay the interception into points. It's a Romeo Dobbs touchdown. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Set to return this, Trey Palmer. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10.
Go Street. Viking 18. Cowboy 8. Buffalo 18. 19 Lions. Warriors 70.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Completed over the middle. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Dragon 60. 18 Pioneer. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats.
Here's Milton, first and 10. Can't connect on the throw to his running back. That's an incomplete pass. Takes him to second down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Come back, Panther 11, Panther 11.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Milton going to throw again here, 2nd and 10. Completed to his running back. They're on him as he gets it up to the 47. Cooper DeJean with the stop.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Go.
Looking to throw. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. All right, they're going to call a timeout. 3 seconds left. That means one last play in this half.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
A desperate shot here for the end zone. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go. Something's got to be the difference maker here in half number 2. We'll see what it is as we're off and running once again. Return starts from the goal line. Returnable from near the end zone. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Offense to the line. Trips left. Here comes 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Easy, 63, back.
Back to throw, Hurts. Finds him on the crossing route. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Hey, Silver.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Cowboys closing in, and they get to him. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's 2nd down.
Well, even the toughest in the league to catch could still be caught at times. It just takes a defense that's determined and relentless. And the real big key, when you get that split second, you got to take advantage of that opportunity. Defense just did.
So after the sack, quite the situation they find themselves in. Here comes 2nd and 22. Hurts. Chased out, pressure's there, and he goes down again. And he's guys need to find a way to hold up better for their QB. This offense now facing third down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Third and long for him here. Finds a seam down the middle, and he'll get it up to the 44.
Pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do it through the offseason, do it through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force fourth downs just as they did.
Fourth down and 9, and look at this. The offense is still out there.
Hey! No touch. Kermit, call up Yanni. No touch.
He's back to throw. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jacorian Bennett has it. And he's going to score a pick 6 for Dallas. Well, they had to try something there on fourth down, but that throw played right into what the defense was anticipating, Brock, and they make it hurt that much worse by taking the turnover back for 6.
Hey, I'm all for these great group celebrations, and, I'm not Captain No Fun, but one of these times I'd like to see that player run that football over to the D coordinator who predicted that play was coming and really made the right call to create that opportunity.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Gray now on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. They're going to track him down, but a nice effort in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Throwing here, Hurts. Out left, Lamb makes the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. A pickup of 17. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion, but they can be very effective when you got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route for man coverage.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. On first down, Hurts finds Barkley underneath. He has room past the 25. Keeps it moving. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles can tie it up after hitting Tater in the 3rd. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. On the return, here's Palmer. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And that return ends, but they are very happy about it. Offense taking over all the way down to the opposition's 45.
We've got ourselves a heck of a tie ball game, but maybe not for long after that return. We've got one side clearly responding well to this pressure. The question is, some of those kicking team guys now running to play defense, how do they respond after giving up that big return late?
18 Cardinal, 19 Lions. Hey! Dragon 60. 19 tight. 19 tight. 79. Got 60. 68.
Shotgun snap here to Milton. Fits it through the middle. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. They get 35 out of that play. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
I try to remind you at time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were. And the QB just nailed it.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has it well into the red zone now with 1st and 10.
6 the Eagles, 6 the Eagles. Hurt. Right there, hurt. Mustang 19.
Working inside the red zone. Catch is made in close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Ball right up against that marker, but not there yet. It's 2nd and inches.
Here we go.
Setting him on the dive. And he couldn't get much there, but what he did get was absolutely crucial. That makes it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They give it to him again. The charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short.
No gain on the play.
After 3 quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. It's still a tie ball game, 14 points apiece as we get ready for the 4th. Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go. Cougar 19.
He keeps it himself. The charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short. So no luck in that final yard block. They simply lost that battle up front. Didn't get the push they needed.
Yeah, give some real credit to that group defensively, right? It is just right off the jump. Who creates that surge, that pad level? Defense got the job done.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Play fake. It's Milton. He's got it. And in he goes for the Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys take a 4th quarter lead. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Brown with a return here. He stopped on the run back of the 27.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Loading up on the left. It's going to be trips to that side. Here's 1st and 10.
Like a Hornet. There. Try to get him. Try to get him.
Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Buys time, rolling right. Now here he goes. And Hurts gives himself up after getting that 1st down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
From the 40-yard line now. This is 1st and 10.
No touch. No touch.
Hurts now from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Trying to get that one to CeeDee Lamb. And now they face 2nd down. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two, two becomes three, and on and on and on.
Crowd left, Yeti. 63. 6. Go Silver, ready? Please.
Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game. Man in motion wasn't set in time. Just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired. So that delay backs him up 5. Now 2nd and 15 to go.
No touch. Right everyone, huh? Hey, easy, 69.
Hurts setting up to throw. Escapes the pocket. And it's picked off, but, yep, pretty clear he was out of bounds, so no interception, incomplete.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
No touch. 180. Hey! Crowd left, Yeti.
He'll throw it. On the move, headed right. That's the line, he's going to run for it. Here he goes again. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a 1st down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
Tiger Hornet. Great, set. Right everyone, huh? Hey, Silver. Crowd left, Yeti. No touch.
From the red zone now. And the defender comes away with it. And the Cowboys take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the 2nd half of a 1-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
Hits his running back. Space past the 35. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest game.
Quite the start to that drive, huh, partner? First play sets him up at the 38.
Let's go.
Off the play fake. Here's Milton. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now it's 2nd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Ready? Bronco 80. Big alert, big alert. Go, tap the 60, tap the 60. Go, go, go. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready,
Out of the gun, it's Milton. That's him on the quick hitter. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Cowboys feeling lucky with a 7-point lead. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
let's go now. Hawk, 79 Broncos.
They send a man in motion.
19, Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Buffalo 18. Let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5.
Tag. 70 Timberwolf.
Oh, Bronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Setting up the screen. He's close, but he is stopped before he can get to that first down. Picks up 4.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break out something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
3rd and a lone yard coming up.
Cowboy 80. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he has the Cowboys' first down, Brock, and that should clinch this win for him.
That's one as a running back in this league, you got to convert every time. Teams really don't care. If you're a Hall of Famer or an undrafted rookie, you can't get 1 yard for a first. We're going to start holding auditions for someone who can.
They're going to pass it here. Flush down out to his left. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
2nd down.
Well, for more than a couple of first downs away, it is 2nd and quite a bit after that sack.
60 Vikings.
He'll look to throw it. Dumps it off to his running back. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. The Eagles decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet. This is kind of good on good. An offense gets completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
Get it. Cougar 19, Dragons 19, Lions.
Looking to throw. And they got there in time. He's taken down. And they come up big on 3rd down there with the sack. Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run.
Ready.
Looking to throw. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy